Good morning, my loves. I'm coming to you from my bedroom. This is Danielle. I am a spiritual counselor, men's intimacy mentor, and healer. And today I am coming to you with a collective energy card. Actually, I went to pull a card for myself, and after some conversations this morning and watching the trend in the energy of what's going on and the feeling of this sort of like people going into this win and lose fighting energy. Fighting energy is what's going on at the moment. There's these battles between good and bad, and I've really noticed it as a thing of, people wanting to prove they're right and people wanting to prove the other person is wrong, and when we go in, I've only had just a situation like this in my own life, actually, where I had realized there was a little bit of shadow ego in there, and I was like, is this actually great? Like, is this creating more, and is this kind to everyone involved? Or is there a part of my ego here that's trying to control the situation? And I had to sit with it, and there was a level of my ego that it was easily justified. I could have easily justified my reasons for what I wanted to choose, because it was coming from a kind or reasonable, I guess, judgment on what is okay in this reality. But when I looked at the bigger picture and everyone involved, it was like, no, this is hurting some people, even if it's considered right, and I'm not going to go into fight. Because I know when you go into a fighting energy, you're actually creating from a contracted energy, and it doesn't create more. So this card was actually pulled after there's been some interesting conversations happening on my own page, and there's been some people triggered into some stuff, and I guess it's how the responses go, and I feel like maybe this has reference to that, but also to a lot of other personal things that people are going through at the moment, and I think it's just a beautiful message to share. So the card was win or lose, and the key words are disagreement, ego, detach, and love. So often in matters of the heart, people find themselves in disagreement, set against one another in battles of wills. Egos takes the place of intellect. Greed overtakes generosity. The love in the relationship is forgotten in the desire to win. But where there's a winner, there are also losers. The partners are no longer equal, and the relationship can falter or completely break down. At this time, be cautious about letting your ego trick you into acting in self-interest, especially at someone else's expense. Turn the page. If another person is trying to provoke you, do your best to remain detached. Solve disagreements in a way that makes everyone a winner. Find the middle ground where each person yields just a little bit, but just enough. Let love be the guide in dealing with conflict around matters of the heart. In the end, it's not winning that matters. It's only love. And I think that that I have this thing when something sums up, and if someone says something and I've got no other than this, and I find that is pretty much on point with that card. I think that sums up exactly. It isn't about winning or losing. It isn't about right and wrong. It's about living in that space of love. So on that note, I love you, and goodbye.